biggest game of the season thus far will be played on Sunday. Saints started off two dominant wins. Oops. Two dominant wins to start off the season. Hit a bump in the road on Sunday against Philadelphia. And now we go on the road to take on our most hated rival, the Atlanta Falcons. The energy is going to be there for the game. I'm definitely sure of that. I know Atlanta is going to be desperate, okay? They're going to be desperate. They're 0-2 at home. 0-2 at home. For some reason, the NFL gave Atlanta the first 4 out of 5 games home games, and they're already 0-2 at home. They got that very fortunate ending in Philadelphia that gave them their only win, or else they'd be winless right now. What's up, Snakebite? But with that being said, they're 0-2 at home. They're desperate. They're desperate to win a home game. And I'm going to be completely honest. I would have felt a lot better had they beaten Kansas City on Sunday. I would have felt a lot better. That would have taken the pressure off of them to get a win for this upcoming week. The fact that they didn't beat Kansas City and the fact that they're 0-2 at home and they're about to play another home game, that doesn't set well for me. That doesn't give me an optimistic outview for this week for the Saints. Because you're playing a team that's desperate. And we were playing a team on Sunday that was desperate. They felt like their backs were against the wall. The Philadelphia Eagles. They felt like they needed to get something together. And the Saints fell victim to it. And I know the Saints are coming off of a loss, and we're going to want to bounce back too. But how much hungrier are we going to be than the Falcons? The Falcons are desperate to win a home game, let alone a big division game. They're desperate to win a home game. It is extremely important. I can't even stress this enough. It is extremely important that the New Orleans Saints recognize the intensity of this game from the side of the Atlanta Falcons. It is extremely freaking important. And I just really hope that this team shows up and they bring the same amount of intensity as the Falcons do. Dude, desperation in the NFL is a real thing. And there's nothing more dangerous than a team whose backs are against the wall. So I'm very concerned about this game. I'm concerned about, everything about it spells trouble for the Saints, in my opinion. You got a desperate Falcons team that's 1-2. Not only are they 1-2, but they've lost their first 2 home games. And who wants to start 0-3 at home and call themselves a contender? I don't think that's even a thing. You start 0-3 at home and you call yourself a contender? No such thing, in my opinion. They're desperate. They need this game. They need this game more than we do. That's the thing that scares me. Their backs are actually against the wall. If the Saints lost this game, I'd be upset because obviously all the reasons I'm stating right now. We have to psychologically prepare for what they have coming. Not only strategically on the field and play calling and this, that, and the third. psychologically, you got to bring that same intensity. So that's what I'm holding the New Orleans accountable to. But just realistically, if we were to lose this game, we're 2-2. We still have everything out in front of us. Okay, if Atlanta loses this game, they're in trouble. They're in deep trouble. They're down there with Carolina if they lose this game. What's up, Who Dat? What's up, Jerry? What's up, Snakebite? So, with that being said, the New Orleans Saints need to take that into context. They need to bring desperation. They need to bring the intensity. They need to bring heart. They need to bring the will. Because Atlanta technically needs this game more than we do. And I don't want to lose to them. I'm not using that as an excuse. We need to bounce back. Exactly, Snakebite. That's what scares me. I'm afraid we're not going to bring that intensity. I'm afraid we're not going to bring that intensity. And then on top of what you just said, Eric McCoy, he's out 6 to 8 weeks. As soon as he went out in that game against Philadelphia, the entire game changed. I'm worried about that. How is our offensive line going to look? Do they have an answer? Is Kubiak going to adjust? Is he going to make something out of nothing? I mean, there's so many question marks coming into this game. Atlanta, on the other hand, they're going to do anything and everything they can to get this game into the win column for them.